on.
All right. Hello and welcome back. I know it's been a couple weeks since our last session of this particular Wednesday campaign.
Dungeons and Dinosaurs.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dinosaurs. There we go. That's the name of it. Sorry, I was drawing a fat blank. Last we left off, our intrepid party finally made their way to backtracking the destroyed path that was left behind by a funky, maybe not quite undead crystal troll. They found that there was a mine there with its gate open, and they've begun exploring. They found some quarters, they found a mess hall, various mine tracks going in and out, and as they began rounding a bend, following the mine tracks deeper into the mine, they seemed to come across some gem-like things that started moving and began hopping down and pouncing upon the unsuspecting, or well, rather quite suspecting, frankly, party. And actually, that is where we are going to pick up. So if everybody is ready, I will need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Alright, I just got to the black screen. Bear with me.
Please, take your time.
Initiative. Wait, where did Spike's character go?
He's behind a wall.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
I assume I passed out on the dinosaur again?
No, you're right here. You were standing guard, but I got you moved up so that way you're with the group and won't miss out on too much.
Yay.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Tonight's music. Hopefully this won't be too loud initially, but tonight's music is going to be by Dance with the Dead. It is their Send the Signal album.
Yay.
Even though we were ready, we really don't seem to be that ready.
Yeah, right. Not good.
Erg is the readiest.
Brilliant initiative rolls so far. I like how it doesn't even have names for them. Shame. All right, do we have... Because I've got a lot of little things in here. I think I see everybody in here. So, let us get started. Top of the initiative order, we have some of the crystal things suddenly animating as they begin leaping down off of the platform and scuttling right for you, Herg.
We are the crystal gems, here to kill the Herg. And if you think we can't, well, we'll feast on his bones.
Oh, Jesus.
I guess we're gonna find out if they can't in a battle.
Alright, Herg, 19 to hit.
Yeah.
3 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yep. Saving throw.
That's a bad start.
That is a bad start. I clicked on you. Why are you not saving? I clicked on you. Here we go. Oh, no!
Fantastic. And as this thing just... It's tiny jaws just scissor right through your boots. And it snaps into your foot, and holy hell, does that hurt. And you try and shake it off, and you kick it off, and it stumbles back a couple feet. And you suddenly feel your ankle just begin to, like, stiffen. And you feel that same creeping stiffness as it begins crawling up your leg.
I called it. I didn't even know what these things do. I just assumed. But I knew in my heart.
Alright, so currently your speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay, 10 feet. Normal speed is 30, I think, so I am now 20 feet of movement.
You know what? No, we're going to change that amount really quick. Sorry, I'm reading things again. We're going to reduce by 5 feet instead.
Okay, so 25 feet of movement now.
Is that enemy the only one we can see?
Currently, yes.
Okay.
But don't worry, Busey. There will be plenty more to come.
Yup.
As yet more and more just begin hopping down, and they're just going straight for you, Herg.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds accurate. Yes.
Now, Herc, you got a thingy on your token. What is that thingy?
Uh,
Seems like a bit of an attrition fight.
I don't know what that thingy is actually.
Did you get like a spell or something before we?
I don't know. I did not put that there, so I do not know what that is.
Hmm.
All right, so yeah, natural one. I seriously doubt that's going to hit, but 18 to hit.
Yes, 18. An 18, it does hit. Yes.
All right, 5 points of piercing damage and another con saving throw, please. As more and more of these little crystal things, they're maybe the size of your fist.
Well, now that's
Beautiful.
completely the other side of the spectrum. Just do this back and forth all night.
You start trying to kick one off, and you end up connecting, and it sails back a couple feet as it's trying to right itself, and another one just comes darting in, and it leaps and pincers right into your thigh. And, oh my God, it stings, and you feel the creeping stiffness beginning to grow. Like just kind of
pins and needles, pins and needles, pins and needles.
Yeah, and this time you don't feel it continuing to spread. Speaking of, Erg, you're up.
Oh, good. Well, obviously, out of sheer absolute terror, he's gonna go ahead and rage. Yep. Oh, I think I forgot to hit the rest button last time because it says I don't have any more rage, but I do.
Smooth. That's okay.
Okay.
We'll worry about that later.
And that'll activate my wild surge.
What's this thing on the track?
Well, that is Kawasha.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before my rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage. Yay! That's the best one!
Especially for this. That's beautiful.
Thank goodness. At least I will have some use. Cool, so yeah, that happens, and then I'm gonna hit things.
Swing away.
Yay! I only have the one attack right now.
Yes. Going top to bottom, 1, 2, or 3.
Which is the one that made my foot turn to crystal?
2, middle one.
Then that's the one I'm hitting. Do. 22, 13 slashing damage.
Oh, that's beautiful. And it's as you kick it off, after it just bit you, you see it stumble back. It looks up at you, and the claws just start chittering and clacking. It's this horrible, like, rock on rock snapping sound.
You don't sing well.
And it just goes darting right back in, and you just bring your halberd down, and you crush it, and it just shatters into a bunch of pieces. It is just straight up destroyed.
He's yelling, nope, the entire time. Alright, that's it for me.
Alright, up next is Hector. And hearing the commotion, he's going to pull out his sword and spear, and there are lots of people in his way. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll get him up to there, and he starts things like, oh boy. Up next, Busey, you're up.
Alright. Oh, this is way easier on a PC. Mamma mia. God. Alright.
Welcome to the master race.
Yeah, really. Screwed my laptop. Holy crap. Actually, I'm gonna go over about here. At first I yell out, Herg, Sorry. There's a lot of them. This might suck, but it makes sense. So I should have spell slots now. You guys rested, right? I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to. How do I? Question. I need to restore my spell slots.
You can hit the long rest button if you need to.
Okay, I didn't know if I could do that in initiative or not.
Yeah, no, you definitely can.
Okay, where the heck is the? Okay, give me a minute.
Or you know what? Better yet, let me just do this really quick.
Yeah, cause I'm. Hang on, I'm not acclimated yet. No.
There you go. Spell slots.
Thank you.
Also, where'd your token just go?
Oh, I can see it.
Oh. Wait, how did Spike get there?
Spike,
Anyway.
have you been moving your character?
I only did that slightly.
Okay, you can't move him when he's in initiative, bud. Move it back to where it was when we started.
I'm pretty sure that might have been.
So I'm gonna attempt to 2-for-1 these, and I'm going to cast Ice Knife on the one on Herg's flank and try to hit them both.
Ice Knife is a 5-foot radius?
This
Yes.
is how I die.
So you throw it at a target, and it's the targets directly adjacent to it that get hit, so you would not be able to get both.
Oh, dang it.
Fucking God.
Or, actually, no, they're tiny creatures. Never
You'd
mind.
be
I'm a
able to
hermit.
get Herg, though.
Yes. No, you would get both. Sorry.
That's
is my
what I
fault.
thought. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get Herg. That's why I apologize to Herg ahead of time.
I'm used to lots of medium creatures, not tiny. I kind of forget that these are 5-foot spaces, and that these things are half that.
Apology not accepted.
Alright.
Wait, don't I have advantage on dexterity throws against magical attacks? Doesn't matter anyway, it's DC 12.
Yeah, sadly. So you will end up taking 9 points of cold damage.
Yep, not halved, because it's magic.
Yep. So, first off, an 11 misses.
Oh, well, what a waste.
Herg does not look good.
What a waste.
Wait, what
How
the
bad,
happened?
Herg?
I didn't... Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that just was.
I didn't hit that. I don't know.
Whatever that was, that would have hurt.
That's okay. There we go. We're fine. But let me...
Oh, wait. He hit me. Does he take 1d6 of force damage?
Let's read the ability. With an attack roll. No, you were technically not hit by an attack roll.
Okay.
So the one ends up failing, so it will take the full 9 points of cold damage. The other passes, so it will take half of the 9.
Aren't ties in favor of the attacker?
Ties are in favor of whoever rolled the dice.
Okay, so that'd be me, right? So wouldn't they both
Nope.
get hit? Or...
No, they rolled the dexterity saving throw.
Oh, you're saying roll the dice as in you. Oh, okay, I get it.
Well, no, it's if I made the saving throw, my creature rolled the dice. In case of a tie, if it meets, it beats. It's always in favor of whoever rolled the dice.
Okay, all right.
You know it's true because it rhymes.
No.
All right, there we go. And you chuck it, and it just explodes, much like the one crystal creature had, into brilliant shards of ice that just shatter through everything in Herg. Yeah, that kind of really hurts.
Please don't do that again.
No, I won't. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. So I hit one of them, right? As far as we know.
You hit both with the explosion, but it's your ice knife. It kind of bounced off of the crystal shell of the one you were throwing it at, and it exploded above it. But it still got
Okay.
both.
I see. Yeah, see the injured and near death thing. I can't see it on the laptop, so bear with me. I'm still acclimating. Yeah, that said, I will leave it there.
All right, sounds good. Up next is Kawasha, who, seeing spells being thrown, is going to. He is going to cast Produce Flame. And you guys watch as this little ball of flame just is conjured in his hand, and he just chucks it like a baseball at the one just to your left, Herg.
Okie dokie.
Hey, honey.
Beautiful. 22 to hit.
Yeah.
I've been playing for 5 minutes and I almost killed Aaron.
Sounds about right.
Keeping true to form.
Chucks the flame, and it washes over this tiny little crystal, almost looking like a glove. And it almost seems to shrug off a portion of the magical fire. That's going to be his turn. Next is another one of the crystal MFers, who is going to leap down, and it is going to take the place of the one that you shattered, Herg, and it is going to attempt to bite you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yep. Yay!
I assume a 13 misses then.
Correct.
All right. Seeing this one just starting to streak in towards you, you immediately just start trying to swing away at it, and it's forced to back off or get beat. Up next
It's like somebody
is
flailing at the spider with a stick.
All right, so may I pass Faye, if that's okay?
Yeah, Faye let you pass, of course. Kind of squeezes
Alright.
herself against the wall to let you away.
So I come over here. I am going to healing word Herg, because he's not looking too hot.
Oh, thank Elder Deities.
Let's see here. No available slot. What? I do have a spell slot.
It did the same thing to Busey and to me with my rage.
Okay, let me put that back to however many I have, and let me do it to.
You're good now.
Well. Okay. Oh. There we go. Let's try that one more time.
Holy mackerel.
That works.
Hopefully that helps you a little bit there.
Yeah, I'm almost back to full.
And I'm gonna try to smack a crystal with of course I have my shield on my one arm. I'm going to use my, what do I have? I don't even remember what I have. Is it a mace? What do I have? A mace. I'm gonna use my mace because it's amazing.
Nah, let's do it.
The amazing mace.
I think I miss.
Sadly, yes. And you bring it down, and right at the last second, it just darts to the side, and your mace just clacks into the cart tracks there.
And I think that's pretty much all I can do. So
sounds good. Spike,
I'm gonna
you're up.
try to block the, from them attacking the other people behind us with my shield.
Anyway, what is it about me?
You're up.
Okay, I want to go up to that little crystal thing, and I want to absolutely clobber it with my sword.
All right. Oh, that's a monster that's standing there, dear. Yeah.
You can hit it from there.
Yeah.
Alright, so I can still hit that little crystallized thing?
You can
The
hit
one that-
this one right here.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to do that with my great sword.
It's pretty great.
I know. Alright, I did click on it. I'm just hoping it didn't delay the dice roll a little bit.
I think it delayed
No,
the
I'm just
dice roll. I saw the dice roll. It just hasn't popped up yet.
Yeah, that was happening to one of my players in my Friday session.
Alright,
And it
should
was
I
happening
try
to
to
just
click it
him.
again just to make sure it actually works?
No, you should wait. Let it pop up.
Alright.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
I believe in you, Foundry.
Yeah, it seems to be running a little bit better, given that I cleared off a lot of space on my hard drive and ran a defrag. So that's been good, but yeah, I'm still having issues with it.
Should we just say he rolled a 20?
Aha! No.
I'm just imagining Spike having brought his weapon down and the creature having looked up in terror, lifting its tiny little crystal arms, and then everybody just freeze frames, staring at each other as they patiently wait.
I'm gonna.
Well, I will say this much. If history shows, Jason tends to get the really clutch hits.
Don't jinx us.
Yeah.
Given that one of the dice had a natural 1 on it,
Oh, I
don't,
didn't even see
don't
that.
jinx this.
And it wasn't mine?
Little freak.
Surprisingly, it wasn't
And now
yours.
I'm gonna put
Yeah.
you back in your place. In hell!
I think he came from a mind brother, not hell.
This is like a
All
Dragon
right,
Ball
then
Z
I'm
episode where
Five.
we're gonna get 10 minutes of dialogue before a punch is thrown.
It's Dragon Ball Z episode.
That time where the narrator's just like, this reminds me of a time. And then
Yeah, right.
you can do a flashback for 10 minutes.
Should we try
Yeah.
rolling again just in case?
Just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, I clicked on the thing again. It still did nothing.
It's a 10, a 9, what looked like a 6 and a 1.
Yeah, but it's impossible to know which one is the first one.
Yes.
Huh.
What if he tries a standard roll and then add the modifier manually as opposed to the attack button?
Well, I mean, if it's just the dice in general that are laggy, we won't really know, will we?
Correct,
Yeah.
but we don't know. So I was like, I don't know
We
if
can
it's
certainly try it, though.
I don't know if it's that part of the program or it's the dice
I know.
overall.
I just don't really want to complicate things.
Oh, there it goes. It was a
Nice.
21. Yeah.
Well, I rolled that, but
Oh.
we'll take it because it hit. Unless you guys don't want that.
We'll take that. We'll take that. Please give us that.
All right. Yeah. No, I happily will. And
All
Spike,
right,
you
I'm
go.
gonna bury you alive, Chris.
Yeah, you go charging up. You bring it down, and it's disgusting. It's a big sword. It is a tiny creature. It explodes, and it is done for.
Kaboom.
Wow. Couldn't even put up a fight.
I don't know. He turned my foot to crystal. I'd say he could put up a fight.
Really want us in
Anything else for me?
really good.
There they go.
Well, I mean that kind of works out because they both would have hit. So
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of fair.
Maybe. We don't know that. We
We
don't know
do,
if
'cause-
15 hits.
Oh, it definitely hits because
I
we've
mean,
already hit
either
him.
way, it still would have
I
killed
don't
the
think
thing,
we've-
so it doesn't really matter.
I don't think we've hit him with anything that's been lower than a
Oh
20
yeah, come to
something
think.
so far.
No, you're right because I was thinking of the deck saves as opposed to the attack rolls.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Who knows if a 15 would have hit.
But they're
We're gonna need to put
Small
you
things
back
usually have
together
a
in
good
hell.
dexterity, which feeds to their AC. So
Anyway,
Hmm.
guys, Jason,
Yeah,
Spike,
stupid.
did you have anything else for me?
Try to get the other one. That's
You
like
don't-
trying to bite. That's trying to bite her.
You don't have a second attack, sadly.
Oh well, then I guess I'll just do nothing.
All right, sounds good. Up next, one of the other crystals comes charging down off the platform, and at first, Herg, you think it's going to go charging for you, but then it just goes charging through you, and it just starts swarming right over to Spike.
oh dear.
I want the what's her name?
So, Spike, does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20, it probably does, and it definitely hits because my armor class is 16.
All right, so you take 4 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a con saving throw, please.
A con saving throw?
Yep, Constitution.
Oh yeah.
By the way, just so I know, we didn't level up last week, did we?
Nope.
Still
Okay.
third level.
Okay.
All right, with a 15, you pass. So
I-
you feel, as it's
Mom,
biting
she has
in,
pink hair, she has
you
blue
feel
hair.
the place where it bites just start
Yeah,
getting
I
stiff,
guess.
and it starts to get like scratchy and protruding
Yeah,
from your
she's the
boot
best
almost,
healer.
but just kind of like kick your foot a little and
And I
it
want
shakes the
her.
feeling away.
So I don't really.
Is
Okay.
this actually what was hurting you, Herg? Because this thing barely did crap.
We've already established, brother, that you are definitely stronger than I am.
All right, Vayara, you're up.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Mommy, do I have school tomorrow?
Yes, you do have school tomorrow.
Okay, so Faye is gonna. Everybody's kind of clustered in the same bottom areas. I'm not gonna move, but from where she is. How. Okay, so her got healed already. You didn't take much damage.
I would say the most damage I took was from Ice Knife.
Faye's
It was
gonna
all
go
part of the
ahead
plan.
and- Faye's gonna go ahead and cast Moonbeam. Trying to center it on, like, this. Well, hang on. Action cast it,
Fruit's
maybe.
not.
If you cast the
Yes,
spell, it should ask you to place a
drive it all the
template.
way back,
Drop
put
the
it in
template
there,
where you
and
want
make
it to
sure
go.
that it's not in the-
That cast spell.
Oh, wait. I don't know if you fixed this or it's just a PC thing, but this is nice because on my laptop, the background music is screaming. Like here, it's kind of background music, which is quite pleasing.
Well, that's probably just a general computer thing.
Hmm.
You may have had the.
I'm experiencing the same issue.
Special.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Cool. Do
How dare.
that.
Mm.
And then should be able to go here.
Honey.
Great. Sorry. Do that. Close that. Cast that. Okay. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam right here. And yeah, and I'm gonna end my turn because I don't think there's anything else I can really do. And it doesn't seem like anybody else needs healing since Meg already got you.
All right. So, they will make their con saving throws at the start of the turn then.
And then Faye will obviously give a warning of, don't walk in there if you know what's good for you.
Okay, says Herg as he kind of leans back from the blazing pool of moonlight before him.
2
Looking
inches away from your
concerned.
face, yes.
He's doing a concern. Look, friends, they're coming. Great.
They're here.
I don't know.
Yes, that was perfect. So yes, they will just start charging in and swarming all
But I
over
didn't,
in and around you guys.
No.
Um, only one of them can make
Yeah,
it
I know.
to Spike, so it's going
You
to
get
attempt to do
everybody.
so. But they're dumb as rocks, so they're just going to go charging straight into and through the moonbeam if they can.
Dumb
It
as
makes
rocks, I
sense
get it.
for them to be as dumb as rocks, since that's what they are.
So they're as smart as rocks.
I mean, I would still be the same.
All right, so first one just goes charging in, and it just leaps into this beam of light, and it is just incinerated, and so it explodes.
One explodes.
Right.
Explode, explode, explode.
The next three, we're going to do roll, 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 and just see what survives.
He'll settle down.
All right, so I've got one explosion and two successes, and the two successes can only make it to you, Herg. And they are tiny creatures, so they are going to just begin crawling on you and swarming all over you.
Do they take half damage from Moonbeam, yeah?
Yes, they do.
Excellent. Then hopefully if they manage to hit me,
Thank you, dear.
they will take force damage and die.
All right, so two attacks coming in at you, Herg. Number one.
Okay. I'm ready. That does
Epic
not hit.
fail. Number two.
That does
Even
not
more
hit.
of an epic fail.
Oh, well.
And they just start crawling all over you, and you just are just swatting them off left and right.
Their legs pinch!
All right, top of round two. Do I even need to roll for this thing? No, I don't. It just explodes.
Boom!
Like the crazy
Hegown. Herg, you're up.
What's her?
Oh, okie dokie. Let's see. I'm gonna. He'll probably die from Moonbeam, hopefully, on his turn. I'm gonna hit the one that's closest to Megda. Meg. I'm gonna.
Yep.
Yep, I'm gonna hit that one. Trying to hit that one. Da, 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 da. Bop.
A 13 hits.
Yay! 4 slashing damage. So
And you bring it down, and it cracks off of its shell and starts chipping tiny crystals all over the place. And for something that's so small, it is sturdy.
Oh, I don't think it's adding in. It's not adding in my rage damage. So 6 damage, because when I tried to rage, it told me I had no rage, even though I did.
Sorry, you
Yeah.
are emotionally stable right now. You cannot rage.
No, I rage. I'm not. No.
It's awesome.
No.
I swear I'm angry.
When you when you get mobbed so hard your rage drops.
I want Mika.
I don't. And then I don't think I have any bonus actions.
I've
I
never
can
been
do.
so
Let me
happy.
double check. I don't understand. No, I don't. I got nothing. Okay, cool. I'm done.
Well,
All
what if
right.
he's like,
For his turn,
started
Hector
before
is going to come charging around the behind you, Megda, and he's going to stab at that tiny mite with his spear.
play it. Pass.
Gorgeous. And he stabs down at it, and it's taking off more chunks of it, but this little thing is hanging on. Busey, you're up.
All right. So Busey reaches back and realizes he has one arrow in his quiver. So he's going to try to shoot the badly injured one. And hope it hits.
Busey, where did all your arrows go?
I haven't recouped them all since our last battle. Remember, I wasn't playing, so I haven't had a chance to look for any.
You had 2 full quivers.
Where did
Do
they
I
all
have
go?
do I have a second quiver?
Yeah.
Oh, I do. Oh, never mind.
Right? Yeah, I thought you had like
Exactly.
2 full quivers of arrows.
I thought I had one. I'm looking at the one quiver. Never mind, I take it back. Remove the side story. Alright, I'm going to use the one arrow from the low quiver then.
Oh.
Oh.
It would not be me without that.
Oh, man.
It is some bright, blinding light that Fayara is calling down from the heavens into this dark cave here, and you squint against it for a second right as you're about to fire off your shot, and it just sails wide and clacks into the cave wall, the mine wall. There we go.
Sorry.
Alright, so Busey hates missing, and he gets frustrated. So he's going to cast Second Wind. Or excuse me, Action Surge, rather. And he is going to try to shoot the badly injured one again.
You've only got 1 attack.
With Second Wind, with Action Surge?
Sorry, I completely blanked. I was yelling at Courtney.
Oh.
Please, go ahead. Shoot.
Okay.
Just roll longbow from your inventory, not
Oh.
arrows.
Okay.
But we'll take the 16, since that was your initial roll.
Oh. It's 11. I hit it, at least. Jeez.
The arrow is sticking out of it, yes. Now you have this sort of this semi-comical sight of this tiny little crystal bug just kind of skittering around this big arrow that's just kind of boinging back and forth.
It's like a tiny little antenna.
That is exactly what it is.
Busey mutters to himself in Elvish, and Prue goes over here. That's gonna do it for me.
All right, Kawasha for his turn. Seeing his
Dragon.
Sorry, who was that?
There was a dragon.
Yes, there was a dragon. I apologize for traffic background noise. He is going to cast Shillelagh on his quarterstaff. And then he's going to dart forward and try and smack that thing that has the antenna. No more antenna.
He's gonna wee Irish the shit out of it.
Well, I thought I was going to roll an attack roll too. Well, that's stupid.
You do good damage, though.
Well, that is a straight up miss.
On the floor.
He brings his staff down and it cracks. The no, he does that. Look, you got one right there. This is what he does. He does that.
Yes, exactly. All right, up next is this little guy who has to make a con saving throw.
Oh.
The light.
That ain't gonna do it.
Fail. And it explodes. All right, up next, Magda.
Okay. I am going to... Now, the two little ones are actually not in Herg Square. They're in the one behind him, right? Or behind it, right? This one
they're
here.
on me. They're swarming
Oh, they're
on top
on
of
you.
me.
Swarming on him. They are
Okay.
tiny creatures.
Okay.
You remember
So
that
then,
time in the alchemist's house with the spiders? That's what's happening here.
So then what I'm gonna do is I need to, where did my character sheet go? Magda, come on, get it together.
Double click your token, that'll pull it up.
We're gonna do this thing, Hand of Radiance, and that's gonna do hold on a second. Raise your hand, rips within you. Each creature of your choice you see within range of 5 feet of you. So then I don't know why it would be.
Oh, thank you, babe.
I don't know where it's going to be, but basically it should attack the ones that are on him and the badly injured antenna one, if possible.
Yes, badly injured antenna one fails and explodes. The other two both save, and so they're going to take half damage from that.
I think they just don't take any.
Oh, that's right. It is a cantrip. Herp. Thank you.
No problem. I would not deprive you of a chance to murder him.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening.
And I don't think there's really anything else I can do. Let me double check. Bonus actions. I don't have any of those prepared, but I have that one. No, I'm not going to do that one. Hey, yep, we're good.
Sounds good. Spike, you're up.
Jason, your turn.
Sorry, I didn't hear because of the loud music.
You can turn the volume down on it. Go to the little music note up on the right-hand side of your screen, and it'll have a thing that says Global Volume Controls. Push the down arrow, and you can turn down the playlist's volume control down until it's not blasting you.
Alright, but how exactly do I get to that, though?
Okay, so look on the upper right-hand side of the Foundry screen. There should be a little music note. It says Audio Playlist when you scroll over it. It's right next to the one that looks like a book, the compendium. So do you see the music note?
Yeah, I saw it.
Click the music note, and then it says Global Volume Controls with a little arrow next to it. Click it so that you can see Playlists, Ambient, and Interface, and turn down the Playlists one. Make the dial go towards the left, and it'll turn down the music.
Alright, I just did that, and that feels so much better.
It's dark chocolate, dear. You don't like dark chocolate? You can have a bite.
So anyway, my turn, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Your turn, eh? Right, get on it.
Alright, so what exactly can I murder?
There are two things crawling on me. You could definitely murder those.
I know.
I'm potentially hurt.
I don't wanna risk cutting your leg off.
It's okay. It's made of crystal now anyway.
Okay. I guess I'll take a swing at it.
Swing, bada.
Cool, it actually worked this time.
1 or 2.
Which one of the
attack
two?
Thing 1 or Thing 2?
I'm gonna go with 1 then.
Alright. So yeah, you swing, and it connects, and it just knocks a healthy chunk of this thing off. Just barely holding on.
Why won't you just die already?
I concur.
This crystallized bastard can't just die.
Hey,
Nah.
none of that. The B word is not an okay word. Thank you very much.
Anything else for me, Spike?
Lucy only said it once. We can still claim PG-13.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they have a father, so maybe it's accurate.
Oh, I wasn't going that far.
Alright, I think I'm gonna try using a hand axe to finally put the final nail on its coffin.
You don't have
Only
a
got one
second
attack.
attack, baby.
Oh, so I can't use the second wind?
Second wind gives you back health. Action surge is the one that lets you do a second attack. Do you want to use action surge?
Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my bad, Jason. I kept saying the wrong thing.
All right, swing away then.
Now please die.
Not this time.
Unfortunately, your first hit, and wisening up, it started darting in and around Herg's feet and legs, and you go and swing mightily at it, and Herg's like, no, stop, that's my leg.
And let me guess, it's too late.
Too late for what?
To apologize. It's too late.
I think he's asking if he accidentally hit Herg.
No, definitely did not hit Herg. If it was natural one, maybe, but thankfully no. Anything else for me?
I can't really do anything else.
Yep. You done.
All right, up next, Faye, your turn.
Okay, I don't see any alive enemies from where I am, so
You
There's
do.
two
There
on
are
me.
two right on Herg. You can see them trying to crawl all over him.
Faye, get him off me! Faye, get him off me!
okay, give me 1 minute. Just gonna try to squeeze in right here, like press between the wall and yeah. And let's see, what do I have that will not also injure her? That's a good question. Let's see, can I do?
You have a stabby implement?
I feel
also
like
have a
they'd do better with the bashy implement.
Smashy smashy?
Bashy smashy.
Thwacky thwacky?
Maybe.
Shatter.
I don't know if I actually have a weapon that well, I do have weapons. Ha 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 ha. So for perhaps the first time ever, you see Faye pull out what appears to be a warhammer from under one of her wings, or her wing. And you haven't seen her ever use this before, and it's probably clear why. She kind of like hefts it out in a glorious manner, and then she kind of loses balance a little bit, and then steadies herself. And she's like, "Oh, okay, what's still and then she's
Herg closes his eyes and prays.
you see her lift this thing that she looks far too frail to wield, and she's just gonna try to like swipe him off.
Please, dear God, roll a natural one. I don't normally pray for it. Oh, that was so close.
Oh man. And she kind of so she goes to swipe the things off the front of you, right? And then you feel the brim of your hat like fold and maybe bap against your nose as it goes whoosh. It misses you, it misses the crystal things, and it slams maybe a millimeter from your toes. And she's just like, oh, okay, here, let me try again. And then she's gonna pull back and lift it over her head, and I'm gonna end my turn.
Beautiful. I love it. For their turn, the two crystal mites are going to leap off of you, Herg, onto Spike. And try to bite him because for whatever reason, they were darting in and around. They kept trying to get at him, but everything was just stopping them. So now they're going to leap on him from you, and they're going to bite him.
No, brother.
Spike, there's going to be an 11 to hit.
No.
Nope.
All right, attack number 2 is going to be garbage. An 8 to hit, even less. So no, they miss. Up next, Herg.
Alright, I will definitely try to hit one of them and not chop my brother's leg off. I'm like, okay, brother, you didn't cut my leg off, so hold still.
Oh boy.
This'll be perfectly fine.
Maybe not
Oh wait,
perfectly
I
fine.
accidentally pressed the
As
press
you
button
guys,
again.
you guys are trying so hard to just not hit each other while trying to hit these things, and it's making it real difficult.
Alright, that's it for me.
Hector is not entirely certain what he can do, so he's just going to stand over here and not accidentally step into the moonbeam and just make sure that nothing's coming down the hallway.
Good job, Hector.
You see, you're up.
Good offense is
All right. Well, if carrying is the issue, I can attack with melee from here, right?
Yeah, no, they are in the adjacent space. They're just crawling all over Spike, so please don't roll a natural one.
I'm gonna swing my adamantine longsword at one of them.
Hey, and it hits. And the thing just shatters into a bajillion pieces, and you guys are pretty sure you're just covered in splinters of these things.
All right, I got it.
Question: 1 or 2?
2.
All right, and up next is Kawasha, who, being a little bit more brave than Hector, is going to dart around, take his staff up in both hands, and try and like golf club the other one.
4!
Come on. And he hits! And it's much like a baseball. It just goes sailing off of you, Spike. It's about to crawl up in your shoulder and bite you in the neck. And you just feel the staff connect, and it goes sailing across the entire room and just shatters against the far wall.
Are they all gone?
Yeah, actually, it's after that last one just gets baseballed. Yeah, that kind of seems like it might be all of them.
Well, y'all, that one was long gone.
Kurg is gonna carefully step around the moonbeam and not into the moonbeam. And kind of, excuse me, Hector, sorry, just gotta squeeze, yep, uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Here, let me, and he just steps a little bit to the side.
Yeah, you watch that shaft over there. I'm gonna go over here and make sure there's not like a crack they're crawling out of, okay? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good.
Y'all, I'm glad that worked, because if it didn't, I was just gonna ice knife them all again.
Please don't ever do that again. I did not like it.
It was all part of the plan. You didn't get hurt. We're all right.
No, yes, I did, actually. I got hurt.
Oh, you were fine. I made sure the healer was right behind you. It was all part of the plan.
Victor, can you tell him to stop hitting me? I don't like it.
Let's try to avoid hitting each other if at all possible, and try to only hit the enemies if at all possible. And also be careful of that moonbeam. That does seem to be a little dangerous if you do step into it for too long.
Yes. I try not to cast it too close, but they were right there. Here, let me get rid of this for you so we can pass. And then Faye's gonna kind of like wave her hands around and like shoo the moonbeam away.
I do find it very fascinating that you can get a moonbeam inside of a cavern, though. That is some skill.
It's sort of like I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes there are cracks, and the moonbeam was sort of bent through the cracks, so you may not even see the cracks. I'm confused as well. she kind of gives up.
Magic doesn't need to make sense. That's why it's magic.
That is what we call having faith.
Can I harvest some of the crystal shards that are over here?
You most certainly can try.
Is it actual crystal shards, or is it just bug parts that look like crystals?
Oh no, it's actual crystal shards. It looks like whatever was animating these things, they were almost made of like pure crystal.
Oh.
And when they were violently shattered, it just kind of scattered their pieces. And we'll get to your investigation check in a second, Herc. So, Busey, please roll for me.
Great, who did it? I want one.
Um,
I love.
you are proficient with Arcana, so please make an Arcana check for me. And while you're doing that, Herg, you're taking a look around.
Oh, come on.
Not seeing much of anything. You do see the empty minecart there. You can see a couple of abandoned pickaxes that look like they were slightly chewed on by small pincer-like teeth. Okay. And there are a couple of baskets filled with discarded rocks and ore, probably pulled out of the small walls here. Other than that, nothing really any note.
Okay. I don't see anywhere that they came from over here, so they probably came from down below.
No, like.
And with a 7. Oh.
It just says
TWO.
connected.
TWOFER.
I'm
Otherwise, I
aware
think
that.
you're trying to say tooth.
No, that was the point. It was intended. Yeah.
Smooth. With the 7, you are able to get a very tiny handful of shards that don't immediately start crumbling on being picked up. You're the only ones of any really decent notes. So you got a tiny handful of crystal mite shards.
Can I try to get some on this one over here? I got baseball.
No, that one's completely gone.
Okay.
No, the 7 was for in general, because I knew you would ask that.
Okay, fair enough.
Also, Aaron, just in case you didn't see it, Magda handed you a potion, just a regular potion of healing in case you need it.
Oh, I did not see it. Okie dokie. I will notate that in my inventory. Inventory. Thanks, Magda. I probably am going to need this.
Well, you're looking okay at the moment, but just in case. Especially if I'm a little further back next time.
Yeah, that would not be good for me.
How do I... Can you add those ice shards to my inventory for me? I don't know if there's...
I certainly can.
Or crystal shards, I should say, rather. I don't know if there's a foundry option for that.
Yeah, you should have a button. If you go to any of the categories, if you scroll down to the bottom to loot,
Right.
over on the right-hand side, there should be a button that says add.
Let's see.
Hopefully, if you get that hurt next time, at least one of us will be nearby.
Magda or Faye or both of you, really, can you take a look at this? Herg would like to take off of his boots and show them his crystallized foot.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, we definitely need to take a look at that one.
Can you fix it? I don't know how to fix it.
Well,
I can fix it. Hold still.
No.
And just wind up.
Nope. No.
Oh, dang.
I prefer people who know medicine.
With this, yeah, I'm gonna do a medicine check to see if I know how to fix this. I know, but Magda knows better.
And yet...
I have 9 kids. I think I know how to take care of a hurt foot.
Yeah, you can definitely take care of the hurt foot. It's the crystallized growth that seems to be growing underneath the skin that presents the biggest issue.
Would that be nature or arcana?
You guys, honestly, you're not quite sure how to take care of it without hacking off the whole limb. Because you're not sure how deep it's going to go, because it looks like it was a very deep puncture wound from those little crystal bugs.
Oh my gosh.
Crusher! Help!
He comes walking over and is like, I have never seen this before.
No, it just said you've been authenticated.
This is beyond my knowledge of biology.
Alright.
I am sorry.
No.
Can I
let Busey take the foot off?
Well, let me. Well, before we jump to that, I was kind of kidding. But before we have to do that, Maybe it's magical. I tend to know a little bit about that.
That's what I was thinking, but even if it is magical, what if there's no other way? I mean,
Well, I figured we want to try to eliminate every possible option before I take some adamantine to his foot.
of course.
I would like to roll Arcana for it just to see if we can tell what kind of magic is it. Maybe it's something I've recognized before.
Oh wait, no wait, I can do this. I have the thing. I am a wild magic. I use my detect magic thing that I have because I'm a wild magic barbarian. My magic awareness, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Wait, are we out of combat now?
As an action, you can open your awareness to presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that is in total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain blah 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 blah. So yeah.
And you do detect a hint of magic. No real specific spell, so I cannot give you a school. But it was obviously magic that animated the crystal insects here. And it almost looks like this is some sort of like poison or plague or something that seems to spread when those crystal beings, those crystal entities, get their chompers on some other form of living being.
This might do absolutely nothing, but I'd like to try. Can I try pouring holy water on it?
I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah.
By all means, anything.
The crystal spread.
Yeah, you pour it on.
They didn't sell.
If it had any effect, you see nothing visibly.
May I ask an out of character question about clerics? If the spell is not prepared, we can't use it, correct?
Not unless it is a ritual spell.
Okay. Well, if we take a nap, I may be able to use lesser restoration.
Maybe if we take a nap, it'll go away on its own.
It's true, or it could spread there, but we don't really know.
I don't know either.
Okay, well,
Why do I have two lesser restorations in here? That's weird.
I mean, has any of this information been shared?
No, wait, I did prepare lesser restoration. Oh, I did.
Yay.
I don't know
if it'll work.
I don't know why I have two of them, but one of them has been prepared.
You, as a life cleric, automatically get lesser restoration, always prepared.
Don't know if it'll work or not, but it's worth a shot.
I will give it a try here.
It's better than doing nothing and making me turn into crystal.
No, don't worry. I'll take your leg off before that happens.
And then-
Okay, that's oddly reassuring. Thank you.
Anytime.
All right, so yeah, Magda, you cast it,
I did.
and Herg,
I did.
this hurts.
Oh.
Like that bite was significantly painful.
Ah.
Being beaten on by trolls and scorching jungle heat and biting insects and all of the pain you felt in your life, and this hurt because the crystals forced themselves out of your skin. And it feels, it's like that pins and needles as crystals begin just forcing their way out of the bite wound and out of the very pores in your skin down around that area, and some of them are a little too big, and it just begins breaking the skin, and it's bleeding. It is some pain, but it gets rid of it.
Screaming. I am screaming a lot. There is much screaming.
Yeah, Faye kind of like wraps you up in her arms and like hugs you and holds you while this is happening.
There's
like, shh.
Yeah, there is literal screaming. He clings to Faye. He kind of just clings and just tries not to accidentally squeeze her arm, but maybe does a little bit, and he's just trying to not move while it does its things. And he's screaming. I'm just not going to scream into the microphone because I don't want to hurt anyone's ears.
I mean, I know what that sounds like. I saw Heather in Delivery, so.
And Magda's just like,
If you die, we'll know why.
and Magda's just kind of like, yeah, you know, when you're trying to get like a splinter out or something, you hear these same kind of cries. So
There's just no splinter out!
Don't worry, only a few more moments. We should get this all set and done, and you'll be fine.
Just hang in there. It's all right. I'm sorry you have to go through this, but it's almost done. Just try to breathe. Slowly, slower.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of.
Yeah, after a few moments, it passes.
Oh. Dang it. I wanted to do the Major Pain bit. I didn't have time.
Thank you. I didn't like that. Let's never do that again. Thank you.
We're just going to have to make sure you don't get bit again. Faye says, like, mops the sweat from his brow and, like, fixes his hat a little bit. And he's like, are you okay?
Yup. Peachy.
And Magda kind of, like, pulls him up to his feet and, like, brushes them off and looks at him and is like, you did a wonderful job there. So, you know, just walk it off. You'll feel better in a few moments now.
Can I have a cookie?
Does anybody have a cookie?
Actually, Faye's gonna go into her rations, one of which is just a box full of cookies and gummies and sweets because that might be a guilty pleasure of hers, and she pulls out this lovely white chocolate macadamia looking thing and just hands it over like, yes, of course, from my private stash.
Her nibbles on the cookie. And he's like, he's just kind of just sitting there, kind of eyes still wide, shaking a little bit, looking at his leg every once in a while he nibbles on this cookie.
And then Faye's gonna go ahead and clean up his leg a little bit, because if it was bleeding as bad as I think it would have been, she's just gonna, you know, take a bit of ration water and some cloth or maybe a sleeve or something and just clean up his leg a little bit. And just, you know.
And Magda will use her mending cantrip to help to fix if there's any bite holes in his shoes or pants.
Oh, there's gotta be.
Yeah, that boot was shredded, probably.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. Even from the one bite I think you suffered. Because those things' jaws were sharp.
Do you have a server I can join?
But yeah, you guys get the leg cleaned up, you get the boots mended, and everything's looking hunky dory. Did we want to take a short rest, or are we moving on?
I haven't taken that much damage because of the healing, so I'm okay to move on unless other people need it to get their stuff back.
Unless if I can get spell slots back with a short rest, then yes. But if not, then don't worry.
You cannot, sadly. And Busey, I already added it into your sheet.
If that's the case, then I am peachy keen hunky dory.
Why is the music so
All right, so my dear party, what are we doing next then?
Should we look around the rest of up here before we go down there? Just to make sure there's not anybody else or anything else up here.
That might be a good idea. I mean, we don't know if anybody else might be alive still. It'd be a shame if we overlooked them.
Yeah, they're probably, if the troll is any indication and what just happened to my leg, maybe they are unalive downstairs because of this stuff. But anywho, we should definitely check up here just in case.
Definitely.
Alright. Hey, Caleb, I don't know if you saw my message, but I can't find the loot button in order to add the shards.
I don't know if you heard what I said a minute ago, but I already added it in for you.
Oh, thank you. No, I didn't. I had my headset off. I was talking to Heather.
Nope, all good.
Thank you.
Sorry, did not mean to go that far. I was trying to look down the thing.
Yep. That's what you get. So step off and step back onto it.
So we're
Okie
going
dokie.
this way?
I did not know that it automatically moved us at that point.
Oh yes. No, I got fancy stuff, guys. If you want to go down the elevator, just step on the elevator.
In a minute. I want to see what else is over here first.
I was trying to look down the way and I didn't realize that it was
I better roll perception.
No, the
it was
elevator's
so
in the way.
automatic. So fancy.
Herc peers around the corners. Herc does not do a good job peering around corners. His leg hurts too much.
No, you can see what you're seeing though. It just looks like a small empty hallway. It is actually. It looks before you start moving up that. It looks like almost a bit of a mudslide happened in here because you are a bit on lower ground. It looks like you can see the platform. I think you can anyway. Up at the other end, that's very well raised up above. It looks like it's a good incline, and there must have been some heavy rains at some point because it looks like a recent mudslide happened in here. It would probably make it a little bit difficult to go climbing up or down, frankly.
Hey, Hurt, watch out real quick. Watch out.
Okay, have fun.
Way!
Faye kind of comes up to Hector and checks in and is like,
Busey,
Yeah,
dex saving throw, please.
that's okay. I'm good at that.
are you two doing alright?
Yeah, I mean it's very slow going. It takes you a good couple minutes to wade through the thick mud up towards the top of the hallway. But yeah, you make it. Now your boots are covered. Spike, please make a dex saving throw.
That was fun.
Okay.
I mean, I have no idea if we were supposed to go there, but I couldn't resist going down there like a slide.
No, you went up the slide, not down.
Yeah, okay. So down is this way?
Yes, down is going to the right.
Oh. Okay.
Spike, you get to there. When you step, slip, fall face first into the mud, you are now covered. And you fall so hard, you think you hit a rock on the underneath of it.
I got a rock.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, Spike.
Oh no.
This is horse crap.
Where'd everybody go?
You know what I meant to say.
Faye is back here because she was asking these two if they're okay, and I hadn't got a response, and I didn't want to interrupt.
Hey, y'all.
So am I still up at the top of the mudslide, or am I down?
You're right where your token is at right now, which is at the bottom of the mudslide.
Hey, y'all gotta try this slide.
No, thank you.
It's fun.
Oh, I tried it. It sucked.
I'm good about not sliding. Is that the only way forward?
Oh, I'm not sure if you heard her or not, Calith, but I think Faye was asking Hector if he was okay.
Oh, sorry, I hadn't heard the name. That is my bad. And I hadn't understood the context.
More specifically, she came over and said, "Are you two okay?"
Yeah, no, I'm good. And it's like every time he's looking at you, he just kind of seems to get a little bit lost. But he's just like, yeah, no, I'm, and a small smile starts creeping across his face. Yeah, I'm good.
Play all by yourself.
Let me, and he just kind of looks around and just kind of turns back around and
with Ash
just
and
kind of stands
be
at guard and
fucking
just trying to be
angry
very
the whole time.
proper.
Hey, just out of curiosity, can I excavate like the sediment on the side? Is that something I can do?
Yeah, your imagination's the limit.
Okay.
Yeah, you can start clearing off sediment. Why? What are you looking for?
Well, nothing in particular. He's just BC got the shards, and he kind of has a brief fascination because he's thinking about trying to find like jewels and stuff to use for potential enchanting later on.
Oh,
So he's really curious as to what he can find.
fancy.
I mean, if you want to start scraping dirt off the walls, please feel free. How long do you want to take?
Let's say 20 minutes.
That's a long time. That's a short rest.
Good
Short
point.
rest is an hour.
Megda is considering possibly taking a minecart on the track to the elevator when we go down, because if we do find someone and if they're hurt, it might be easier to push them in the minecart
That's a
to
good
safety.
idea. We should do that.
So she's seeing if the minecart moves and if it's possible to get it on the track and moving it down that way.
Oh yes, definitely. It looks like it's still in very good condition. Um, it's able to it does squeak a little bit, but that seems about normal. But yeah, you're able to get it rolled, and it takes you a minute to fiddle with the controls to get it onto the proper track. But yeah, you guys can very easily get a minecart onto the elevator.
Alright, what should I roll, by the way?
Roll investigation for me.
Okay.
Roll for dig.
Faye walks over here and stays out of the way because, yeah.
With a 15. You're scraping. You're just kind of digging into the wall with your bare hands, basically, and whatever you've got at hand, and you're able to make a small dent in it. After about 20 or so minutes, you don't find much of anything. A few very pretty rocks, but you can already tell that they're not worth much of anything. They just look like rocks.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep the pretty rocks. We call that posterity.
Yeah, sounds good. Selma, to your party, what are we doing?
I didn't find anybody up here, so yeah, I guess we go downstairs with the minecart in case we find people that we need to put in the minecart.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, it was Meg's idea. She's good like that.
Oh, yes,
I just figure we don't know how many people are down there and if they're hurt. It'd be just a whole lot easier just to push them in the cart as opposed to like carrying them over our shoulder, especially if there's a bunch of them.
I 100% agree.
Exactly. You are very smart. And then,
Oh, I have my moments.
Also, I had a terrible idea.
oh?
What if the sparkle bugs, he points at the shards, got out into the jungle and they're doing stuff to animals out there, and that's why the troll.
Oh, that is a terrible thought, but maybe I don't understand how the troll would have been like that unless it wasn't here.
Well, it bit my leg, and then I started to get like the troll was, right? So that means the troll didn't have to come in here for that to happen. They could have left and got out into the jungle. The door was open. Also, they climb good. I don't think the door would have stopped them anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think everybody's screwed.
They're so small. How would you even find them before they attack?
Exactly. But maybe there's a source down there in the bottom, and if we find it and we stop it, maybe all of them will stop.
Did we find any evidence outside of like little buggy creatures, little rocky creatures running away when we were out there?
We weren't really looking for it, so.
Yeah, and you didn't really see much of anything.
Well, the door's shut at the moment, so hopefully if we can get rid of them in here, then hopefully not too many of them got out, but we can always warn the different towns or villages once we visit them and let them know.
Well, yeah, but what about the animals? And he kind of looks at Kawasha.
Who is looking suitably concerned about that particular prospect. If there is a chance to stop this, we must take it. For if this is worse than the curse of undeath, it will destroy the jungle all the same.
Yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to agree. The worst we could do is not try.
Exactly.
I agree. Sir, where do we go from here?
Downstairs, I guess. Should we take one of these lanterns in case the lanterns down there are not lit or something? He points at one of the ever-blowing lanterns that are kind of on the wall.
Oh,
The electric.
I don't know. Herg doesn't know.
if we are able to take them, they look pretty firmly rooted.
Are they pretty firmly rooted?
Are you trying to take one?
Yes.
Yeah, you can just rip it right off of its bracket.
Is it still lit when I do that?
Yeah, not sure for how much longer. It looks like it is an oil lamp that might be very low.
Oh, okay. I have oil. I refilled its oil.
Oh, I forgot to use it in the first fight, but if we run into those things again, I probably should have used the pickaxe that I picked up. But I don't know if I would be good at that. Does somebody else want to take it who is better at swinging things?
You should give it to Hector. He's probably really good at swinging things.
Either that or I could do it.
I'm good with my spear, thank you. I've not trained with picks. No, I've only been shown how to use spears and daggers on occasion, and well, I was starting to train with the lance, but you guys kind of saw how that was going.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
Hector. I'll teach you how to use my halberd when things aren't trying to kill us.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Do y'all want me to do it?
I guess so. I don't know how to use a pick either. At least that isn't mining related.
Yes. Well, here, Pussy. And then Faye's gonna pass over the pickaxe that she found in the last session. I thought that maybe if we needed to dig out of here, but seeing that the crystals themselves are alive, perhaps this would be quite a useful weapon against them. Maybe, given the fact that it is used to mine crystals normally, it would hurt them especially. That is the idea, at least. I'm not good at lifting and swinging the things away. Yes.
Yeah.
Then she kind of laughs sheepishly.
Excuse me. Yeah, I have no problem with it. I can certainly do it. Supposed to be helpful, like you said. If we end up with one of those, a wall made of those crystal things, we might need something to shatter it and blast in it.
Right, of course. Well, then, I suppose we should get going then. Unless there's anything else we need to do here.
I'm ready if you are.
I am ready.
I just realized. Sorry, out of character here, but I just realized the thing. If you look at it, like where the tracks meet in the center of this map, it looks like a Pokeball.
You're assuming that these are not just rock Pokemon.
They're all Sableye, just different shapes. It's fine.
Hang on, y'all. I'll be right back.
You're assuming that I don't have rules put in place for something like Pokemon.
Y'all, I'm gonna go be a master. I'll be right back.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
Anyway, whenever you guys are ready, please step onto the elevator.
And we're taking a mining cart with us.
Yes, I know. I don't have a mining cart token ready.
Jason, step on the elevator.
Well, in place of a mining cart, we can just...
The elevator.
The elevator.
Yep, just step on.
Oh, yeah.
All you have to do is put your token on it, and you'll be transported to a world of adventure.
I know I just did. Now the screen is black.
It's loading at 86%. Ah, here I am.
Just gonna move slightly out of the way.
Right.
This looks promising. Is that dynamite? I want that.
Kaboom.
To be fair,
Make the
who doesn't
please
want
turn.
dynamite?
Make the please turn. Thank you. Please turn. Oh no, it got black.
It did.
Screen is black. It is dark.
But I've got an oil lamp.
There we go.
yeah, you guys, you step off of the elevator. After winches down after a good few minutes, and you step out and you can see everything that's before you. There's a very large, looks like a raised platform down towards the lower end of this. Quite a few mine tracks that are going all over the place. No sign of any bodies or anything. You do see some small chasms over to the side, and it looks like a couple of different tunnels leading off in various directions. Um, but as of yet, not seeing too much going on down here.
Busey thinks there must be something that coordinates all these tracks, so he's going up here to investigate to see if there's controls or anything like that.
You walked past all of the controls, actually.
Oh,
The
okay.
levers are actually right next to the track.
Okay, well, he doesn't realize that. He's just going to check up here.
Wait, where is everybody besides Faye? All I see is Faye and Busey. Where is everybody else?
I'm right in front of Faye.
I only see myself. I don't see anybody else.
Yeah, I only see Faye and Busey.
It's very dark down here.
Yeah, no, I don't see anybody but Faye and Busey.
I'm gonna stand next to you. Does that help?
Nope, it did not. I cannot see you. You are hidden from me.
I am invisible!
Yeah, I will say this, because I see her, I see Magda, and I see myself.
I don't see Magda.
Everybody refresh really quick. Let's see if that fixes it.
I see everybody, but I can refresh.
Hopefully everybody came downstairs.
I did. Spike, did you go downstairs?
Yeah, I see everybody's tokens.
I'm pretty sure I did because I went down the elevator.
Gray screen of death.
I'm gonna go grab a drink while we do this. I'll be right back.
Not my fault. Your computer sucks.
So, can everybody see everybody just fine?
I haven't logged back in yet.
I haven't loaded yet. I'm in a gray screen of death.
Me too.
Gray screen of doom. How I do adore you.
Doop de doop de doo. Wow, I put elevator to floor 2, but I spelled floor wrong. Let me fix that. Alright.
I am still gray screen of doom.
Mm-hmm.
Think I'm just gonna exit really quick and go back in. See if that helps more. Positively.
I'm still at a gray screen. I'm waiting. So, if I'm understanding the context, Foundry was having a fit last week too.
Yes, during my Friday session.
Gotcha.
And I know there'd been a little bit of issues during our last session that we were here for. Yeah, it's running smoother on my end, but it's having problems on other people's ends, and I don't know entirely how to fix it. So that's making it difficult. But yeah.
All right, now all I'm seeing is. Am I supposed? Looks like the upstairs again. Wait.
Downstairs.
Yes. That
Wait,
is because you are on the upstairs one.
Where?
So you know what? We're gonna do this.
Do you
We're gonna
think is it
activate it.
possible that the lizard and Heather's token are interfering with the process?
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
Don't you
Okay.
speak about my son Spike Jr. that way.
Well, as I recall, Spike Jr. and Busey don't have the best of relationships.
It's not my fault you're an abusive uncle.
Hey, all I did was try to pet him.
That's not what petting is.
Well, I was gonna pet him until he bit me, and then I was gonna take his head.
You poked him before that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you don't.
Time does not blur the facts.
Not when it comes to my sweet baby lizard. I would die for that scaly boy.
Aaron, I gotta hand it to you. It's one thing that's consistent. In all of our playthroughs, you're gonna have a pet.
Am I?
Well, there was like the owlbear in the first one, and then in the second one we had Russell.
I had an owlbear?
Well, I came along later, but do you remember we played the first one, and y'all were cool with the owlbear, and the owlbear jumped in to try and fight the demon that was killing us, and then the owlbear got exploded?
I don't.
That was not her pet.
I don't think. I don't think that was.
See,
I see a lizard.
I see people! Yay!
I will say I missed that.
Now I see nothing. Now I'm blind. Now I'm blind.
Yes. No. Sorry. We're gonna do it like this.
Now I see the
yoink
top level.
everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna yoink everybody to this scene. I'm going to preload the second scene, and then I'm just going to activate it. That should do it.
I was gonna say, and then in the next campaign you had Russell.
Well, that's because I was a ranger and a Beastmaster ranger at that, so I just get Russell automatically. Spike's not a pet; he's a mode of transport and the goodest boy.
Okay. Can everybody see each other?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
I had to zoom out to see Busey, but yes, I can see everybody.
I can see everybody now.
Look at you and your savvy.
Fantastic. There we go. Some funky resets, and we're good to go.
I'm just very sensitive to coffee.
Actually, if you guys are all fine with it, let's take a quick break, 5 minutes.
Okay.
I want to refresh my drink really quick. So we will meet back at, say, 8:45.
Okay.
I don't plan on going anywhere, so.
I'm just going to sit here as well.
Me too. I'm going to take a picture of a sticker that I have right next to me that I'm going to show because it has to do with what we were talking about earlier. And it'll make more sense once I send it to myself. And then I can put it in the thingy. There we go. Words are hard.
Words are stupid. Fuck words. No words, only pictures.
It will be picture once it works.
Soon picture.
Because I have a few stickers, and this one applies to the things and the stuffs.
Set Sprite!
Yeah.
Set Sprite. He is beautiful. He is gorgeous. I don't think that there's going to be a clearing up of COVID this year, but if there is, I wish I could go to Otakon.
Supposedly, COVID is going to be going endemic because Trump fucked up the whole start of COVID and didn't, push the whole be safe thing. So, the
Well,
window is long past.
we're
Well,
all well aware of everybody's inability to wear masks if it's inconvenience to them, so.
Yep. So, endemic COVID is staying, but hopefully it stops mutating and doesn't become as deadly as it has been. Woo.
It would be great if it would just turn down to mild annoyance instead of absolute fuckfest, yes.
Yeah, like flu level of endemic would be great.
Yeah, I mean, flu is still bad for a lot of older people and people with health conditions, but at the same
It
time,
definitely is, yeah.
everything. But to be fair, everything is bad for people that are old and have health conditions.
yeah, but this is even worse for healthy people too, is the problem, because even if healthy people get it, they can develop health conditions after the fact, even if they got over it. You just get breathing issues forever then. You were perfectly fine before it, and now you're fucked. You can't breathe no more.
Yep, long COVID.
I think we'll be all right. We dealt with something severely worse 100 years ago with significantly less medical technology.
And significantly higher death rate, and also
Then the Spanish flu? I don't know about all that. The Spanish flu killed millions and millions and millions of people.
I think we've passed actually the Spanish flu rate, if I'm not mistaken. Let me break
by a
Google
lot,
out.
actually.
Yeah. Spanish flu death rate versus COVID.
Supposedly, they have figured out why long COVID exists. It's like a blood clot thing.
COVID-19 surpasses the 1918 flu to become the deadliest pandemic.
Yeah, but Spanish flu killed 50 million people.
Yeah.
We're not there with COVID. Not even close.
Yeah, we are actually.
Oh, is it scary?
I mean, the Smithsonian says we are, so.
Yeah, well, let's see.
So, Spanish flu killed 1 in 150 Americans. And,
So, let's see here. So, COVID has killed, this is according to BBC. I mean, the transmission rate might be higher, but COVID has killed 5 million people out of 350 million cases.
According to the Smithsonian, your Spanish flu killed 675,000 people in America, and COVID has killed 681,253 people so far.
Yes, but I'm talking about worldwide.
I'm talking about the United States.
Okay, well, I'll grant you that. I'm not making that argument. So if that's what that says, I'm fine.
If you're talking about worldwide, it would make sense. The mortality rate would have been higher worldwide then, because back then, the United States did have a sort of better health structure than most of the countries in the world. Now it's the opposite.
Well, that depends on certain states implemented heavier measures in the early phases of the Spanish flu. Like when the third phase hit, a lot more people died, but people were a little more prepared for it. Yeah. Here, the biggest difference with COVID is the transmissibility, everything keeps changing and makes it incredibly difficult to predict. Yeah. So, that's the world we live in.
Speaking of worlds, pandemics, and dying, if you guys are ready,
let's pandemic.
Exactly.
I'm ready.
All right. Now that we have our issues fixed, people not being able to see each other, you folks see what is all before you. The raised platform down to the lower area there. It's 5 feet high.
Sounds like you should.
Lots of tables on there. You can see what look to be, you can see at least, can see various plans and documents. and sleeping bags all over the place. You do see a shelf there with small red sticks with strings coming out of them, basically. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Don't light them on fire.
Exactly.
I would like to take dynamite.
Yes, please. Roll 2d6 for me.
Magda would like to look underneath the platform for enemies.
Make a perception check.
Anemones.
Anemones. You find 4 sticks of dynamite.
Yay.
Hey, that looks like fun.
That's
I hold up.
intimidation.
That is not the one I was trying to click on. Investigation. That's the one. I glared underneath there and then I looked.
And rooting around underneath, it's pretty easy given how tall it is. You're not seeing any enemies. It looks like lots of dried blood, which seeped down through the floorboards above. You're not sure where the bodies went, but the documents that are on the table are almost black with blood. That's long since begun drying, and it seeped down through the floorboards, and it's all over the place.
So there's blood everywhere?
Blood everywhere.
Gallons of the stuff. All that you can drink, and it will never be enough.
Yufei, this looks like a decently new tunnel. Very shallow. It's only about 25 feet long. You can see very heavy slashes that are all throughout the cavern here, and you can see bits of ore glinting in the dim light that's down here.
I was mainly trying to figure out what's inside the cart here, because it looks like it's full by the thing.
What is inside the cart? It looks like the same sort of crystal substance that came to life up above and was in Herg's foot and in the back of that troll. Except it's lots of it, large chunks of whatever this crystal composite is. And you do see mixed in what looks to be various types of ore. Your best bet is probably iron and, oh my god, what's it? Copper. There we go.
So I'd like to try and interpret what the plans are for these, what they're building, how the tunnel system is constructed, if it gives it general information of the sort.
Do I have less gold than I did before?
No, why?
I thought I had more than that. Oh well.
No, that's where you were at when the thing started eating you.
Okay, cool.
Looking at the documents on the table there, it looks like it is just some general plans to dig out 2 new caverns. One of them actually being the tunnel that Faye is currently looking down. And the other, it looks like you're only getting a general sense of the map, because it looks like you've got the general area here. There's some tunnels up and to the left in this area that seem to extend much further in. And then it looks like it's beyond those tunnels that they were looking to expand.
Okay.
Are these glowy?
Can I take the schematics with me?
This one looks glowy.
Yeah, if you want some bloodstained documents.
Yeah.
Sorry if I was nomming on a skittle. What was the question?
Are these glowy? These things up here. They look glowy.
They do reflect and refract some of the light that's ambient in the area, but they don't give off their own light, no.
They don't generate light. Okay, gotcha.
Correct. Who's got the weird device on them?
I do.
Okay, just making sure.
Does it do anything?
Nope.
Okay, good.
That's why I was making sure.
Okay. I would like to investigate up here. I know there's bloodstained documents and stuff, but I want to see. Does anything else?
Oh, God.
Nope. Just blood.
You need to glare at it first, and
Oh,
then investigate.
you're right. Hold on. I did it wrong. Let's
I'm
okay.
gonna go commit felicide. Be right back.
Grrr. I glare, and then I
Then
look.
you investigate, and
Still nothing.
all right. Well, we tried.
We
Yeah,
did.
not much. No.
Do I need to roll another investigation to like look under here, or was that kind of part of the looking under of things?
Cat.
That was part of your role earlier.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure that over here was looked at too.
I'm going to go over here with Feora because I feel like we should probably stick together in case some of those swarmy guys come.
I was just checking. What is this?
I just yell over, "Hey, y'all, are we regrouping or what are we doing?"
Yell.
Really quick, Megda, as you were walking down towards that direction, you do see, just kind of curled up along the edge of the water, a body. And then you see the canvas rooftop that's down there, looking like it's a little bit of a makeshift shelter. Various sorts of tools and supplies here. All sorts of materials as well.
Magda kind of turns to the group, kind of does like a wave and like the military point, like over there. We gotta investigate, like over there.
Okay, I'm coming.
And she going kind of sneak over here to see what's going on.
Which I thought I had everything prepared, but apparently not. It's like right here. Okay. You see what due to the dress, it looks like it might have been a miner down in here, and they're just kind of curled up in a ball along the edge here.
Hold on, I'll poke it. Hold on, Magda. I would like to use the reach of my halberd to poke the body from 10 feet away.
Yeah, and you poke it, and it's like poking a rock. It's stiff.
Ting, ting.
I'm just gonna, and Busey just screams over,
Stop
"Hey,
it! Stop yelling!
Magda, we got a Jane Doe. Can you bring her back to life so we can figure out what happened?"
Why are you yelling? She's right next to you.
What are you talking about? I'm over here.
You're right next to her. You said Megda, and she's right next to you.
Oh, son of a bitch! I was looking at friggin' the wrong avatar. My bad. Fine.
I don't know if I do. I have something to bring people back to life. I don't
think so.
I thought you did. I thought you had a power to do that.
I mean, I can spare the dying. I can gentle repose.
Spare the dying doesn't bring people back to life, BC. It just makes it so that they don't have to make death saving throws anymore. They're stabilized.
Alright, well, never mind.
None of us have died yet that she's had to try to use that.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, though we poked, and it did not respond, except we heard ting ting. Can Megda like just confirm unaliveness?
Be careful.
Megda's the competent medical authority.
Don't let anything bite you, because there might be things inside of its clothes. Just be very careful.
If we are taking a deeper look at this, please roll medicine check for me. Oh yeah,
because she doesn't want to get too close.
I am good at medicine.
Dead as a doornail. You do see bite marks all over them. It looks a little bit like the bite marks that Busey had, or not Busey, Herc had on their foot from the mites up above, and you do see the telltale signs of whatever crystal growth it is that is spread through their bite that grows pretty quickly.
Funny story, guys. I once knew these people. They traveled with this guy, and man, apparently he got bit by some undead shark. He like melted away.
You know really weird people.
Yeah, I've been through a few walks of life.
Now, is there like any anything that we can see, like in the water, any other bodies or anything, or?
No, in fact, it actually looks like it's pretty good, clean underground water. Looks like it's a small spring.
I would
Hi.
like to poke the things under the tarp with my stick from 10 feet away.
Well, you
Throw
can
a
see the
shoe.
things under the tarp. It looks like it is like a small workshop. You see various sorts of tools, all sorts of different supplies. It almost looks like you could put together enough materials to make a small kit of sorts. There is one object in there that is rather strange. It looks like a thick metal disc, maybe about a foot wide, and it has some of the crystals set in the top of it, almost forming like a layer. And then there's metal prongs that are jutting up out from the center of this, that kind of poke through that layer of crystal.
That sounds really bad.
It sounds. Are they like pieces of it, or is it like a single disc of crystal on top of the metal?
It looks like it's a disc of metal with a layer of crystal on top of that.
Are the
With
crystals separate pieces that are just forming a layer, or one physical solid layer?
It's like lots of little crystals that are forming like a crust on top of this metal thing. But it looks like it is attached to the metal.
Does it look like it's a Frankenstein machine to bring tiny crystals to life?
You got no idea.
All right,
Does it
well,
look like it's related to the mystery box?
I hold out my mystery box to see if it lights up.
It lights up.
Okay, those are bad.
All right, only one thing you can do at a time like this. I'd like to shoot the thing with my witch bolt.
I'd like to run away in the opposite direction.
Okay. Please roll damage on that.
Oh my god.
And then give me one quick second.
Oh.
As I am looking something up, because I keep thinking I have this stuff in Foundry, and then I go and look for it there, and I don't find it. All right. So, you launch your witch bolt at this disc.
This looks so dumb.
I will first need you to make a dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
and then I will need you to make a constitution saving throw after that.
All right.
Another zombie. I like
Okay, so first off, right when your witch bolt hits it, it explodes. It explodes violently, and all of those crystals embedded in the top of it just start spraying out in every which direction. Magda, I'll need you to make the same 2 checks for me, please.
Eddie.
I should have dragged her with me when I ran.
Busey.
Is that dex save? Save. There we go.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right. Good deal. And
Oh, thank
good
God.
deal. Busey, you take 14 points of piercing damage as those crystals just begin riddling your body. Magda, you take half of that. As well, Magda, because you basically were not hit by as many crystals, you immediately begin to feel the same effect that Herg had up above, where you started to get a little bit stiff. You just kind of grinned and bared it, and you're able to force it off. You, on the other hand, Busey,
Try not. Damn.
I will need you to make another con saving throw for me, please.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find where I can apply damage first. Bear with me.
Because I had to roll the dice separately, just do it manually in your health, like in your character sheet.
Yep, I got you. Alright, so 10. saving throw.
Hi, interrupt, but I really don't feel good.
Go,
Mm,
go lay down, okay?
Yes, no, please go
Yeah.
lay down. If you're not feeling well, it's
I am. I barely made it to my bed.
Okay.
no.
Oh gosh.
Take care
I
of
hope you
yourself.
feel better.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, I can play from my phone, maybe. I've never have had to be on Foundry.
I don't think you can be on Foundry on your phone, but if you want me to pilot your character and you just tell me what you want to do, I can make it happen for you.
Or better yet, how about this? Because after this small little segment, it will be a good place to stop, depending on what is rolled here.
I rolled a dirty
Okay.
20.
So no, we will stop after this. Please, you get rest, Felix. Okay, take care of yourself.
Okay, I'm
Alright.
really sorry. It just
No,
came up to me without any, like, I didn't know.
don't apologize. You're fine. Okay,
You just rest.
I promise. Just rest.
I will, thank you.
All right. So back to the rather dangerous matter at hand. Busey, your body is riddled with large chunks of crystal, and you immediately begin to feel this like pounding in your head, and everything just gets real stiff. Like you can't move, period. And in fact, Megda and Herg, you guys are watching, and he almost begins like you can see this like thin crystal layer begin forming all over his body all of a sudden. And then you just kind of you kind of step and force yourself to move, and it just shatters, and you're able to break free of whatever it was that was starting to hold you in place there, and you just start ripping out the chunks of crystal that are now covered in your blood. Holy shit, that's painful. You're real lucky, Busey, because if you'd failed that second saving throw, you would have been permanently petrified.
Oh. Let that be a lesson of Busey, but that probably won't stop him.
Yeah.
Can Megda, like, one, make sure that the crystals are out of her, but also try to get them out of Busey?
Oh yes, it's very easy. You only had a couple. They're large slivers, so it makes it a little bit easier. Busey is riddled with them. He's got like 6 or 7 embedded in his chest and stomach that are going up to like a half inch into him. He's got more than a few sticking out of his legs and arms, and there's a few in his face as well. It looks like he got porcupined by crystals.
Did we learn a lesson from this behavior?
Wait, can I speak? Can my guy speak?
You are not petrified. You can
Oh.
speak.
Oh, did I get it?
Oh, I got you. And she's ripping these things out of him, not very delicately, because he needs to learn a lesson.
Ow! What happened to your bedside manner?
You have 9 kids. You need to treat them like adults sometimes, because they need to learn their lessons. And
Hey,
have you learned yours?
Can we make an exception, please? Can somebody pour my mead down my throat?
You'll wait until after we're done. And she rips another one out.
Oh, dang.
You should not be drunk while you're having medical treatment. It's not good for you or your metabolism.
I don't want to be drunk. Just one. Just numb.
No, I'm good.
So she pulls his meat out and pours it on his wounds to clean them.
Make your blood run faster, and I don't think that's a good idea right now.
I don't know about that.
So she's trying to, like, dress any wounds and pull out any shards she can and clean it off. And Do I need to roll medicine or anything?
No, it's easy enough. You guys can just take like 10, 15 minutes, and you can spend that time patching them up and making sure that the holes aren't too big that are being left behind.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
And she'll do some mending on his outfit to cover it up too.
That really hurt.
But yeah, you got real lucky on that. Both of you did, honestly, because that could have been a 2-for-1 if I'd rolled high enough and just outright killed you guys, or if you both failed 2 saving throws and became permanently petrified. And well, we lost the only person in the party that could have done it. Could have fixed you.
I ran, and that was a good choice. I stand by this choice.
Magda was like, I should probably stick around in case he hurts himself. She learned her lesson.
Don't stand near Busey.
Never stand near Busey.
He was hoping she was far enough back because the thing would have been like here.
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Well, this will be a good spot to end off for the evening. So any closing character dialogue, and then we will wrap things up so that people can rest.
I killed like 50 of them.
50 what?
51. That's a new record.
Alright, you're gonna have to get up here, and she just kind of yanks him up and sits him on his feet and is like, you need to pull yourself together, young man.
Can I cast Second Wind on myself? Oh wait, no, that's the... Wait, does that heal?
Yes.
So use a bonus action? Yeah. Okay, can I do that?
You most certainly can.
Okay. 1 second. Oh.
Herg's parting remark is like, it's crystal clear that we should not let Busey anywhere near these things again.
Nah.
I don't know. I got them.
Oh, you got them, and they got you right on back.
Yeah, but I got them first.
Yeah, but if they took you with them, then really not a success there, huh?
Well, at least I would have fired the first shot.
All right, next time you give us enough heads up so we can get a run and start away from the area. All right, now which way are we going to go next? And that is just going to be for next time.
Yeah. So I read that right? 8 points, I think it said.
8 points of healing, yes.
Okay, so yeah. Alright, so I'm decent now.
Alright.
Alright, well, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight for Dungeons and Dinosaurs. We are glad to be back upon the air. And you can catch us to this Friday night with myself, Kat, and Felix on Friday night's B Crew because it is the last Friday of the month. We can go into the Dreamverse with our friends Oxfriend, Lil, Wessel, and Al. Gonna call him Al, Alistair, and he's gonna hate us calling him Al. But yeah, you can catch us this Friday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and possibly this Sunday as well for Starfinder with DM Rob. We look forward to seeing you, and as always, good night, and don't let the crystal demonic bugs bite.
Good night.
Good night, folks.